Spine flexion, press hold. All we're trying to do is get you into some level of spine flexion. Use something like a box, a chair, a couch, table, whatever you got, and to learn how to put force and push into it while squeezing your abs, squeezing the front side of anything you have on the front side of your core to make that happen. So one of the most uncomfortable positions to get into for most people is spine flexion. And what we're trying to do here is to learn how to get strong in this position. And you'll notice that if you get into this rounded spot and I push into the box, you'll notice that it takes a lot of ab contraction to really put a lot of force into it. And it might not be very easy to accomplish in terms of being able to push hard. It's just an awkward position for most people to be in. And it's why we usually say to not pick something up with your spine rounded, because you're not used to producing force there. This is trying to solve that. So from this position, I'm trying to keep my knuckles in the bench, or even palm flat, depending on what size bench you have. I'm trying to just push down into it as best I can, and using my abs, using the front side of my midsection to do that motion. If you're uncomfortable getting in that position from the get-go, you can always raise it up. So we can always go a little bit higher here and then start pressing down like that. That's completely fine. As you get better and better, you can go even lower. Try as best you can to not use hips to then go in it, because then I don't need as much abs here when I'm pushing down. Try to keep the hips forward and just bend at the spine to make this happen. And as always, progress or regress the height based off of your sensations, and never, ever, ever pushing into pain. This eventually, you can progress it to eventually be in kind of a seated position here. So if I'm on a bench or a chair that I am able to put my feet out to the side, this is kind of a progression into a press hold. It's a gymnastics movement where you are simply trying to put your legs out straight, and you're simply trying to press and hold yourself up here as best you can, but you need the ability to push down and contract the midsection at the same time while doing that. That is a progression forward, but again, not something you have to try now, just to know where you're going after doing this and trying to get stronger in those positions to eventually do some more complicated gymnastics movements.